Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be showing you how to write a C program in which you'll be able to insert an element inside an existing array. So let's get started. So first let me explain you how this is going to work. Okay, so let me just go to my whiteboard. So just imagine we are having an array with 5 elements as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will be getting this array as an input from the user, the size and these elements. And next thing we'll be getting two more inputs. One is going to be the position where we are going to insert our new element or number, and next is going to be the number n. So for example, this is going to be the 0th index, first index, second index, third index and fourth index, and the length of this array is 5 because the indexing in array starts from 0. So the position, for example, if we give the position as 2 and the number is going to be 100, we need to insert this number 100 over here. So basically 100 should come in between these two numbers, and the indexes of 3, 4, 5 needs to be incremented. For example, 3's new index will be 3, 4's new index will be 4 and 5's new index will be 5. So it will be 1 will be getting added to the indexes. So what we will be doing is we will just move the last element to the right. So for example, consider we are having a 5th index. Okay, this 5th index is currently now 0. So imagine this before adding 100. All right, and what we will do here is that we will just move the last digit to the next index. So for example, we will be moving this to ARR of 5. Okay, imagine like this, we will be moving this to ARR of 5. So 5 will be over here. After that, we will be moving the third index to the 4th place, but it already has 5, but this will be overwritten. So we will be moving this over here and this will be 4, and after this we will be moving 3 over here. So we'll be overwriting this will be 3, and once it reaches this position, once we get the condition that we have reached the position that is inputted by the user, we will just stop moving the elements, shifting towards the right, and we will just replace this ARR of position equal to n, which means in this case it's going to be ARR of 2 is equal to 100. So at the end we will just add this line after doing all this right shift operation, and we will just replace the element in the second index to 100. So this will go off and we will be getting 100 over here. So through this way, through this right shift operation, we will be executing this. So it's going to be like a super easy program, guys. It just sounds like kind of complicated on the whiteboard, but it's super easy to implement. So now let's begin. So first is going to be our array. So let me have it as int ARR, and I would recommend you to initialize this array with the maximum size possible. So in this case, since it is just a demo, I will give it as 1000. You can initialize this in such a big number depending upon your use case. And next, the inputs are going to be yes, which is going to be the size of our array, number of elements in the array. Next is going to be the position, and next is going to be the element that we want to insert in our array. So first let me just have a printf, and this is going to be the size of the array. So it's going to be scanf %d and ampersand yes. So in our example case, our size was 5 because we had 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 initially. So that corresponds to this variable yes. Next thing is we need to input the array elements. So I'll just copy this, paste it, and for this we will be using a for loop equal to 0 and I less than yes, which is the size of the array, and inside this we will be having a scanf %d, and rather than having a variable, we will be using our array of I. That's it. Now we are good. So this is just the basic stuff. We are just getting the size and we are just inputting the array elements inside it. So next thing is going to be the position where we want to insert our new element. All right, so for that, let me just copy this again, enter position to be inputted for that element. So this is going to be, I can just copy this again, scanf, and we are having the POS variable for this. So we need to have a condition, okay, because in our array initially we had 5 elements, okay, so we can't insert a element in 7, we can't insert a element in position 7, because the 7th position doesn't even exist in our array because we are only having 5 elements. So we need to have a condition that position greater than n means n is the existing size. In our program we took it as yes. We need to just put invalid position. Okay, so just the if condition, that is just optional. If you want, you can just have it. If position is greater than yes, which is the length or the size or the number of elements in our array, what we would be doing is we will just copy this and paste it. It's going to be invalid position. That's it. And next is going to be else, and here we'll be writing the logic for the right shift, as well as we'll be getting the element from the user. Okay, you can get the element above also, but I'm just getting it inside the else block. So I'll just copy this, same thing, paste it. It's going to be, and another important thing, I'm having the entire code of this program in my description. So if you want the code, you can just check the description. I'll be having my website over there. So just check it out if you want to just quickly copy paste rather than watching the whole video and typing it out. So enter the element, and this is going to be this variable element. All right, and after this we will be performing the right shift operation. So for that we will be using a for loop. It's going to be int I equal to yes, which is the size of our array, and let me just type this code out and later I will be explaining you. And if I is greater than position I minus minus, because we are performing it from the backwards, right? So we are just shifting the last element from the last. So we need to get the size of the array, and we need to like traverse right shift from the last. So that's why we are having a decrement operator, because we are going from last to the first. So it's going to be like highest number to the lowest number. That's why we are using decrement. So I hope that made sense. And inside this, it's going to be array of I equal to array of I minus 1. All right, so let me again explain you what I am doing over here. So basically we are just having here I value as exact same thing that I told you, I equal to yes, which is the size of the array. So our size of our array is 5, but in our array we are having only elements till the index 4. So by having this as ARR of I is going to be 5 over here. So we will be creating a extra index, 5th index over here, and after that we are just doing ARR of I minus 1, which is ARR of I is, for example, in this case, let's take our size is 5. So through this line it's going to be something like this: ARR of 5 equal to ARR of I minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, 4. So exact same thing that I told you. So here imagine we are having 1 2 3 4 5 as the elements. What happens is that ARR of 5 is this is empty at first. We are assigning ARR of 4. So if we are doing this, 5 comes over here, we're just right shifting it, and next iteration this will become 4 and this will be 3. So ARR of 4 is equal to ARR of 3. We are assigning ARR of 3 value to ARR of 4. So this will go off, ARR of 3 value will be overwritten here. So this is what exactly happens. We're just shifting or adding a index to the array, and we're just making space for the new element to be inserted. So that's why we're having a check over here as I less than position. So once this is done, we will be stop like doing the right shift. So after this, I told you here, right, we will be just having a way to assign ARR of position equal to that element that we are having. So after this for loop, we will just do that. It's going to be ARR of position equal to element. That's it. And final thing is we need to increment the array size, because we have initialized the array size as yes over here, right? But we have just now inserted a new element, so we need to just do yes plus plus, just incrementing the array size now, because we have inserted the new element but we haven't incremented the size. So just do that. And final thing is we need to just display the array. So this is going to be, just copy this and I'll just come here, paste it, printing the array, and rather than having a scanf, printf, error of I, and let me just have here a slash n. So I think this is the code, guys. Can check the code, it's in the description. Yeah, so I'll just run it now. So enter the number of elements in the array. Let me go with 5. Input the elements 1 2 3 4 6. These are going to be the elements. Enter position. Let me go with the third index. So third index is going to be 0 1 2 3, so 4. So I'm going to insert the new element between 3 and 4. Insert the element. I'll go with 1000. If I hit enter, here you can see I'm getting 1 2 3 1000 4 and 6. So this is the 0 1 2 3 third index. I'm able to insert my new element. So that's it, guys. I hope you would have found this video useful. If you have any better approach, you can just comment it down, and also check the code, it's in the description, and also check the playlist of my channel. I've done a lot of programming videos in C, C++, Java, Python, Node.js, React.js, MongoDB, MySQL, queries and AI related videos. Also check them out. Subscribe me. Thanks for watching.